Presented by Sprite, the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody.
And a look at the dazzling arches of the Bay Bridge and beyond in San Francisco. We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. The home of the Warriors, live on 2K Sports. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined as always by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And it's the Warriors. Warriors to start out. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. And Stevenson is out there with Jefferson. Then it's Williams. Then it's Norris Cole. And it's Howard in at the center, filling out the middle.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've seen him make over and over again. You know, Dwight Howard had started 6 straight All-Star games until last season. The new balloting system with 2 backcourt players and 3 frontcourt players resulted in Blake Griffin and Kevin Love in the starting lineup. Howard felt slighted. He thinks that centers are kind of getting the short end of the stick here.
Boy, a terrific rebound and slam on the putback. He never gives up, always persistently pursuing the pumpkin.
And that's an essential quality for an offensive rebounder. An outstanding offensive rebounder that he is.
Yeah, he's got to go after it, and he does.
Yeah, he qualifies as one of the best in the league.
On defense, Charlotte. It's a 3-point game. And you remember, Howard last season created a mock commercial asking people to save the centers.
Yeah, you know, as usual, Dwight Howard finding a way to have fun with it in bizarre fashion. That's part of who he is. But I think the underlying issue is a true one. The age of the lumbering pivot man in the NBA seems to be slowly going towards extinction.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something right.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Williams kicks to Howard. Outside Jefferson. Here's Cole. He has 6. An easy 2 points on the layup. Cole's got 8 points.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%, can't do better than that.
It's Curry with the drive, and that one's good.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
The Hornets have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Williams with the ball, guarded now by Durant. It's deflected. Here's Cole. Offline with his 3.
First miss of the game after 4 makes, so it's been a hot start.
Golden State moving it around, and he gets the bucket.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
They grab their own miss. And Howard with the stuff.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Now, here's Thompson. Darren Williams grabs the miss.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Cole's shot is good.
And the story of this game in the early stages is just how well they've been shooting the ball.
Steve, their percentage from the floor is really impressive up to this point.
Here's Curry. Off target from 3-point range.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
Williams for 3. That is good. Williams has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Warriors trail by 9. And Curry, here we go. And Jefferson sends it back.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
From downtown, and again it's Williams with a three. Williams has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Hornets. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And there's an intentional foul, but I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, tough to explain that one. It looks like he just lost his focus. I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
Curry, wide open, sinks the 15-footer.
He had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Hornets leading by 10.
Think of the Warriors as a really strong team, and they are, but this might surprise you a bit. They had trouble with teams in the East. Lost to some of those teams in the Eastern Conference you would have expected them to beat last year.
Charlotte has gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Cole, the pass to Williams. Iguodala against Stevenson. Williams kicks to Cole. Here's Jefferson, and there's another one for the Hornets.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all. They've been able to score with ease.
It's Thompson off the drive. Here's Iguodala. Hornets with the rebound. Here's Charlotte. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Stevenson dishes to Howard. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. 6 points for Howard.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Warriors trail by 13. Curry attacking. Rejected by Howard. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. comes Williams. He's got 6, and the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here's Curry. Thompson sets the pick for Curry. Bogut powered down with both hands.
You know, who says the big guy doesn't like to attack the basket? I mean, could have fooled me on that one.
Yeah, nice change of pace for him to power one home.
Yeah, it's not usually his role, but he takes advantage of the situation there.
Now here's Williams. Let's go. Again, the Hornets score.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly.
So far. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Howard kicks to Cole, takes a three, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Cole's got 18 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Golden State's head coach and I were able to chat. We talked about how they plan to deal with Darren Williams. He said he can do it all offensively. Shoot, drive, and of course, pass. We've got to play aggressive, try to force him towards our help, and take the ball out of his hands as much as possible. Not easy, Kevin, not one of those things.
Thank you, Doris. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Now here is Bogut. He's got 6. Here's Durant. Lays it up and banks it in.
Beautiful ball movement again.
Last 5 trips, they've all ended with a great pass leading to a basket, Steve. I mean, they are really sharing the basketball.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Here's Iguodala. And the officials call the foul, reaching out and committing the intentional foul here, and his teammates are baffled.
Yeah, everybody's kind of looking at him like, what are you doing? I mean, I think he just lost track of the situation.
Now here's Iguodala, trailing by 13. Dishes to Thompson. To the left wing. Golden State moving the ball around. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Man, great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 P's, Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun. Well, Dwight Howard, one of the more criticized stars over the past few seasons. He says he's motivated by his critics, and he's had more than a few. Howard playing with a chip on his shoulder. He feels he has a lot to prove.
Passes it to Cole. The dish now to Howard. Tries from 10, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
That's 5 for 5 now to start the game. Wow, he's in for a big night.
You know, I think at some point you got to start thinking about throwing a different look his way early on, especially if he keeps shooting like this. Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir. That may put a little life back into this team.
And for Dwight in Orlando, I think he might have done some things differently. But Los Angeles was a tough situation, not really of his making. That was created by external forces, I think. And once he did decide to leave, it got worse and really was beyond his control in many ways. His toughness was questioned, his basketball IQ kind of became a personal attack on him, which wasn't quite fair. It's a little bit, you know, I can understand why he might hold a grudge.
Blocked. And there's the call on Howard. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. And for Dwight Howard, there are always going to be ruffled feathers when you leave a city behind. Certainly that was the case in Orlando and Los Angeles.
Yeah, and there may have been some indecision as well that led to that media frenzy. The story just wouldn't go away, but I think in the end he ended up exactly where he needed to be. With an up-and-coming team in a good city, in a comfortable environment with a good young talent base around it.
Warriors trail by 12. Curry kicks to Thompson. Bogut against Howard. And that one's good. 10 points for Bogut.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Kept alive. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Feeds it to Howard. Knocked loose. Stevenson outside. In low to Howard. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Howard's got 13 points.
That's a great start for him, hitting 75% from the field on 8 attempts. For those of you that are struggling with the throwdown.
Man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
And the shot is good. Cole's got 25 points in the game.
Well, they've really come out on fire with the killer instinct here, absolutely torching it from beyond the arc.
Curry attacking, and he banks in the layup.
He's so reliable. And, you know, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
Charlotte leading by 11. Williams up on top. He's covered by Thompson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Tremendous output from Howard. He already has 13 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And it was a good one, too. Really one of the highlights, I thought, of the game defensively.
And he can't hit the second.
Last season, Andrew Bogut was able to say that he was the healthiest he's been in years. And that might not seem like much, but it makes a huge difference for him to be at full strength.
From deep. And that one's good. Cole's got 28.
And that's what's built them this early lead. Deadly shooting from behind the arc.
Yeah, the D better start getting out there on them, Steve, and soon.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And I like the way he capped that drive off, guys, with the one-hand punch.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
Yeah, but you don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up, though, either. Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts. And the complexion of the game as a result may change.
Outside Williams. Out to the right wing. Puts up the baby hook. Jefferson trying to break loose. And Howard with the nice bucket inside.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Outside Curry. Now the pass to Thompson. Bogut with a screen on Williams. Shoots from the high post. Iguodala the pass to Durant. Curry with a wide open look. The good-looking shot from the wing. Curry's got 15 points. Six seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Cole. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson's got his 4th assist in this one. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Hornets lead by 13. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And Stephen Clark, Hornets pretty much in control here, it would appear.
And a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
Hornets leading by 13. So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. We've got Lance Stevenson. Howard is out there with Jefferson. Then it's Williams. And it's Cole in at the point. There's the bucket. Good.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Chandler with a screen for Green. Golden State moving it around. Chandler, no good.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Well, the Bobcats then, now Hornets, might have been a little bit late to the analytics movement, but that's going on in the NBA all over the place, and they're full-time on it now.
Yeah, they're all over it. Last season, they had a half dozen of their staff devoted to analytics.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Showing us a little force on that putback, Kev.
Well, there was no way he was going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
Now, you got to love his positioning. As the shot went up, he anticipated that play.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Now Chandler inside. That's good. And a nice assist. From Durant. Chandler's got his first points of the game.
And for the Hornets, that's huge, having a bit of a numerical guide as to who to target in free agency, because they aren't usually a big player in that respect.
Nice hops and determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
And he gets it to go. And that's now 17 points for Steph Curry.
And we know the Hornets definitely aren't as big a player in most free agent markets. That's pretty clear, small market team. They're usually at the bottom of the league in payroll. But they are making the most of what they spend now with their analysis, so trying to level the playing field a little bit.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Al Jefferson, a veteran leader, and he's changed the Hornets locker room. A former coach, Doc Rivers, said, you know the people in your life who just bring sunshine? That's Al. He brings it wherever he goes. And guys, Big Al said of his young teammates, I don't talk much, but they really wanted to listen.
Doris, just an easygoing guy. Great presence. Thank you.
And the generous spirit, too, Kevin, is Al Jefferson. I mean, in Utah, he never hesitated to mentor their young guys.
Durant with another miss.
Good rebound there, but overall, they're getting outworked on the glass.
Steve, I think that's what you'd expect, seeing what the score is.
And the Hornets making a change here. Walker's checked in. Warriors trail by 13. Livingston dishes to Chandler. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Chandler's got his second basket.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Here is Livingston, guarded by Walker. Jefferson with the double team. Down low. Durant, that's good. Durant's got 12 in the game.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Warriors have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Curry wide open, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Walker goes in. Here's Jefferson, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Al Jefferson last season posting about 22 points and 11 boards. Still not selected as an all-star, and when you think about it, Big Al undoubtedly one of the most productive players never to receive an all-star nod.
And Jefferson, a terrific locker room presence, leading the Bobcats back to the playoffs, Clark, for the second time in franchise history.
Yeah, they run their whole offense through him, and with good reason, Kevin. He's not just their scoring leader. He's also, as you indicated, their leader, period.
He's easygoing. He's friendly.
Yeah, and he gets other guys to toe the line.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Curry kicks to Chandler. And he banks in the layup. Chandler's got 6 in the quarter.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
Here's Neal. That's good. And the Hornets lead by 11. And so it's Golden State with it. Over in the corner, Chandler will not go. This is off the front iron.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Well, if you're doing enough good things and you're maintaining at least a slight edge on the boards, you're usually going to be in pretty good shape.
Warriors have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Durant just inside the line, and he gets the bucket. Durant's got 14.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Walker. Fires from the wing. No luck. Warriors trail by 11. Here's Curry. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Outside, Walker jacks up a 3. That's good. Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
The Warriors shooting the ball with incredible accuracy, 68% so far. Chandler outside. Inside, Curry. And he takes that one up and powers it through. That could give him a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Boy, he can power those down.
And it's off from three-point range.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And it's the Warriors on the break. Green leading the charge. That's blocked. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
16 seconds on the shot.
Hornets leading by 10. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Tyson Chandler pulls it in.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open. You know, Curry. Is playing extremely well. He has 23 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
Well, and he's got this team in such a good groove right now. The way he's moving the ball and passing, getting everybody involved, they're in a great flow.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Williams.
Well, Steph Curry, of course, deadly from outside the arc, but last season he tried to improve his ability to get to the rim. In fact, he significantly increased his points in the paint last year.
The wide open look for Durant. No good with the triple.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one.
By himself, a huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Tell you what, that was all made possible by the heads-up defense at the other end.
Yeah, you got to love the energy they're bringing. As soon as they got their hands on the ball, everybody got out and ran.
Curry with a wide-open look. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag.
Took him no time at all on that one. And the Hornets lead by 9.
Clark, they're really struggling guarding that three-point line.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, Steve.
Livingston passes to Chandler. Kicks it to Green. Another shot. And Jefferson sends it back. And here's Stevenson for 3. And it's the Hornets another 3.
Tell you what, until this defense gets out and defends the three-point line, I mean, it's going to be a parade.
Yeah, we've already seen 3 in a row from out there.
Here is Livingston, looking for his first basket still in this one. There's the bucket. Good.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Shot's good.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Green, no luck.
Tell you, he had all the time in the world to get that shot off.
And it's Walker that time on the assist by Jefferson. And it's 7 points for Kemba Walker.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. With all that Sean Livingston went through with his horrific injury a few years back, and Steve, it's amazing just to see him out there on the floor playing basketball.
Yeah, I remember seeing that live. It was one of the most awful things to see on a basketball court. And I just have so much respect for Livingston, the way he's continued to grind it out and carve out a career for himself. He's become a very, very good player.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barnes is checked in.
And he's shaken off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Offensive rebound. Chandler's shot. Good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Now the feed to Kid Gilchrist. Stevenson dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Jefferson kicks to Walker. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Chandler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And with Livingston, you know, he had to adjust the way he played after the injury, but was able to pick things up on the fly as he managed to be a contributor on every team that he's been on since the injury. And I think that says an awful lot about him as a player and as a person.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Sean Livingston. The drive by Iguodala. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Well, with Livingston, as you said, he had to adjust his game a lot after the injury, but he was so skilled coming into the league that you knew he'd find a way to become a positive influence on the floor. He's not one-dimensional at all. He can do a lot of things out there.
Walker against Curry. Another basket for Golden State.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Charlotte leading by 10. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr taking over as head coach of the Warriors, a 5-time NBA champion. His focus is on creating sustained success. He said, we've got a chance to be really good for the next decade. Let's just take a swing every year and be consistent with our efforts, and we'll have our chances. And we get to watch them, Kevin.
Looking to build something that'll last. Thank you, Doris. And the Hornets making a change here. Roberts checked in.
The Warriors, one of the top defensive teams in the league the last couple of seasons, and the improvement coincided with a change in defensive strategy. They're sending pick and rolls down towards the sideline. They've got bigs. Andrew Bogut can really protect the rim. So they're doing what coaches call shrinking the floor, and it's been very effective for them.
1:43 left in the first half of the game. From deep, Walker. Shot's good. Walker's got 19 points.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Well, that's 3 of the last 5 makes, having been behind the three-point line. So got to make some adjustments defensively. Well, it's been all about pace and space with them. Tempo, the fast break points, just a huge advantage.
Yeah, they've been looking to push it all the time and to get that early offense, and they're doing it well.
Warriors trail by 16. And Curry, here we go. And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, that's his second foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
Walker's shot is off. Golden State's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Iguodala. And that's now 20 points for Kevin Durant. Charlotte leading by 14. And Jefferson, here we go. Good.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
.52 seconds left in the first half. Durant, the pass to Chandler. Here's Barnes. The Hornets pull it in.
And they force the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Made that one on the move. Tough shot. And that's 21 points now in the game for Walker. The Warriors shooting an offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. And he gets it to go.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic. He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Warriors trail by 18. Outside Durant. Pass to Chandler. He dishes it to Barnes. 4 seconds left. 2 on the clock. And Chandler lays it in. Chandler's got 10 points. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's Charlotte up by 16. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Dwight Howard. And Dwight, you looked really strong so far tonight. What's been your approach?
I'm just trying to play with a lot of energy. I'll do the best I can on the defensive end to help my teammates out. Most hard.
Dwight, thank you so much. Kevin, one of the most intimidating defenders in the league.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports. Well, it's been a one. Sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
So far in the game for Cole, he's got 36 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is raining down the threes, guys. You know how much I love to see this.
Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. Durant is out there with Bogut. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Cole's shot is good.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
Warriors trail by 17. And here is Curry. Can he keep it going? Goes back up. And Bogut with a nice basket inside. Bogut's got 12 in the game.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Shot's good by Walker.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
It's Curry with the drive. The shot misses. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Here's Cole. Howard trying to free himself up. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And they've made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half.
Kemba Walker, quick, got a great handle on the ball. He's a blur in transition. And what I like about him, he's always looking to push the tempo for easy baskets. And he's tough, not afraid of the moment.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Walker tough to stay in front of, but yet Clark, he's become a great finisher around the rim.
Well, you know, you have to be able to do that at his size. He's listed at 6'1", which I think is really generous. He's more 5'10"-ish, 5'11", and he understands that's an area that he has to continue to expand and add to be the potent offensive player he's capable of being.
Here's Howard, and the shot is good. Howard's got 19 points.
Everything's going right now. 4 for 5 shooting, 80%. They've got their offense clicking.
They double-team Curry.
That's a jump ball.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. Warriors trail by 20. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Well, Klay Thompson, the son of former #1 draft pick Michael Thompson. But totally different games. His father was a big man who kind of played inside. Klay, a swing man, just a knockdown shooter from deep.
And Klay's father, Michael, often his toughest critic, he tells Klay, post those smaller guards up and don't always fade away. I can hear him saying
oh,
it.
Mike, that's why I'm laughing. Sounds just like Michael, who knew how to handle himself with his back to the goal as a college and pro standout himself.
Steph Curry known for his great shooting, and rightly so, but a well-rounded player. In fact, he tied for second in the NBA last season with 3 triple-doubles.
And Steph Curry's first triple-double, how about this? It happened early last season, and it only took him 3 quarters of play. In what was an early statement game for the Warriors against the hapless Sixers, Steph showed them who was in charge that time.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
And Steph Curry, Steve, one of the best rebounding point guards in the NBA throughout his young career.
Yeah, not the strongest or the most explosive athlete, but incredible coordination and anticipation. And so his feel for the game allows him to figure out where to be before everybody else on the floor.
Warriors trail by 18. Bogut down low. He's against Zeller. Blocked. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
21 seconds on the shot clock. 21.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And the shot is good. Thompson's got 14.
Second chance points again. A big problem for this team.
Well, they've been sleepwalking a bit. You'd think they'd wake up at some point, but they just keep letting rebounds slip away. Everybody's got to get in there and board.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. In low to Bogut. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 14 points for Bogut.
Beautiful lead pass there. He let his teammate run right underneath it.
Charlotte leading by 13. Outside, Walker. Howard against Durant. Tries from the block, and Howard finishes it off. Howard's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
It's Curry with the drive, and that is good.
Boy, that was impressive, Clark. He did not hesitate to take the ball right up against the bigger defender.
Boy, I like that aggressive mindset there, Steve.
Howard. Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound. Iguodala's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Durant, and it's Golden State with another. And so here's Charlotte. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Cole's got 44.
He is just eating this team alive with his offense. It's been a matchup nightmare.
Here's Curry with the 3. Can't get it to go. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Zeller dishes to Cole. Kid Gilchrist with it. Trying his luck deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Bogut's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Warriors trail by 14. The jump hook. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Howard's got 25 points.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim.
Here's Curry. He has 35. Thompson outside. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
People knew that he could shoot the ball coming out of college, but I don't think teams knew that Klay Thompson would develop into the dead-eye shooter that he's become. He is a flat-out laser, and he can go to get into zones where he just doesn't miss, whether he's open or well-guarded.
Deron Williams checked in for Charlotte. Dishes to Cole. Charlotte moving it around. And Williams with the basket on the assist from Cole. Cole's got 6 assists in the game. Warriors trail by 17. Outside Curry. Durant sets a screen for Curry. He kicks it to Bogut. Off target at the rim. Charlotte has got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Bogut against Howard. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Look at that lead up and down the court. They have been in complete control all night.
And it's kept this building as quiet as a library. These fans have had nothing to cheer for.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. And it's the Hornets ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much.
Well, Cody Zeller out of Indiana, the younger brother of Tyler Zeller, who was drafted in 2012. And Cody at 6'11" played center for the Hoosiers. More of a power forward, though, at the NBA level.
And as most of you know, Cody Zeller from a family of 7-footers with older, bigger brothers. He had to develop his guard skills and learn to score away from the basket.
You know, Kevin, he actually played point guard on his high school JV team, you know, going back a few years. So he has the skills to play the floor. He's an underrated athlete, too, and I thought that would be the case, having watched him at Indiana. I like what I've seen from him thus far.
Here's Howard. From the high post, he drills it. Howard's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Well, they've played terrific basketball at both ends, and that's why this lead is totally out of control.
Really been an almost flawless game for him, Steve. No doubt about it.
Curry kicks to Bogut. Thompson outside. He feeds it to Durant. Just 5 to shoot. And finished off by Bogut.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Hornets leading by 20. Here's Howard. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Curry kicks to Iguodala. That three off the mark.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Cole's shot is good.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Hornets shooting has been out of this world, 74% from the field. Iguodala with the steal. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. It's blocked. Here's Cole. Non-stop scoring machine here. The dish to Williams. But they get it back. Passes it to Cole. Feeds to Williams. Kicks it to Cole. Back to Williams. Shoots the three. Williams with another miss. The Warriors shooting 37% so far in the third quarter, and they're not satisfied with this lack of offensive execution.
I tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
A drive by Iguodala. Thompson. Hornets with the rebound. Here's Cole. Here's Howard. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
He's been so reliable again today, Kevin, and they need his points, and he's providing them.
Outside Curry. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. And that one's good. Thompson's got 11 points in the quarter.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Williams gets the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, if you just looked at assist as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
And he gets the bucket. And it's 37 points for Steph Curry.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Man, it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
Some changes for Golden State. Chandler comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Andre Iguodala. Curry can't get it to go. Charlotte leading by 19.
Well, what better way to retire the Bobcats name than to go out and make the playoffs for only the second time under that nickname? Good job by Charlotte last year, and now it's back to being the Hornets.
1:43 left to play in the third. And the pass to Chandler. It's Durant with the drive. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And although Charlotte, Clark, got knocked out in 4 against the Heat, they had some good games last year in that postseason.
Well, they did. And the injury to Al Jefferson, though, Kevin, really kind of sabotaged their ability to really compete with the Heat. So they weren't able to break the postseason winless streak, but the team is certainly headed in the right direction.
And for the Hornets, they're shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Howard in the post, covered by Barnes. Dwight Howard again. Howard's got 38 points.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
Thompson up top, guarded by Walker. Nobody near Barnes. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Barnes has got his first 3 points of the game. Hornets leading by 22. Knocked loose. Durant with the steal. Right side Curry. Pass to Barnes. Chandler's shot. Good. Chandler's got 12 points in the game.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Here's Zeller. And Charlotte again with the bucket. Now, here's Thompson. He's got 22. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. The feed to Curry. Lots of room. And he hits the jumper for 2. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. Now Howard. He has 38 in the game. With 1 on the clock, again, the Hornets score. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Charlotte opening up a huge gap. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And for the Warriors, their shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. On the court for Charlotte, Norris Cole is out there with Kemba Walker. Then it's Cody Zeller. Then there's Howard. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. Hornets leading by 19 points. And it's Walker penetrating. It's stolen by Green. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. And the dunk by Barnes.
My, oh, my. Did he ever flush that one hard?
Making a statement, you're right.
They're not backing down at all right there. They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
On the wing, Green. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got his 7th assist in the game. And so it's Charlotte with it. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And they'll keep possession. Charlotte moving it around. They get a hand on it. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Barnes. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
Here's Cole. That's good. Cole's got 48. Warriors trail by 17. Here's Livingston. Chandler, no good.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be.
Oh, man, what a play. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
Here's Livingston to the inside. And there's the rejection. To the inside. And here we go. Warriors running again. Pull-up jumper. Here's Chandler. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. Hornets leading by 17. Outside Howard. And Zeller kicks to Howard. From beyond the arc, the Warriors pull it in. Chandler's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Darren Williams. That's his 2nd personal foul.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hornets.
And their mid-range shooting continues to be accurate.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Well, it seems like they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and it's just been that kind of a day.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Harrison Barnes. Al Jefferson's checked in for the Hornets. And Stevenson comes in for Kemba Walker. A nice shot by Howard.
Yeah, no mistakes on the offensive execution there. Warriors trail by 17.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. He dishes it to Chandler, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he?
I think he's hoping to kind of get his teammates going a little bit, fellas.
Boy, I tell you what, the D was way too soft right there, like Jell-O. You got to do better than that.
Clark, he's not the kind of guy you want to get in the way of.
No, exactly. I mean, he's a hard man to stop coming down the lane, but you've got to have good position before the play starts.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead. And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
The drive by Green, rejected by Howard. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Charlotte ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 10.
Charlotte leading by 19. Cole, the pass to Howard. The three. It's rebounded by Golden State. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Hornets have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And Howard, here we go. Green with the rebound. Green's got his third rebound tonight. Here's Livingston. Hornets with the rebound. Howard's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Outside Williams. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
Darren Williams.
Howard's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Thompson to halt the run, and they're able to recover. And Chandler with a nice bucket inside.
Boy, I like that sandpaper type grit going after those loose rebounds on the offensive end. That's glass eating, folks.
They have a good amount of second chance points to show for it, guys. Always a nice bonus.
He's been on a tear from the three-point line this game.
Livingston dishes to Thompson. And another three for Golden State.
Something's starting to click for this team, guys. You can feel it. The three-pointers are dropping. Their offense is flowing.
They've had a great second half from long range. Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Man, maximum force on that dunk.
The Warriors have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. From deep. And it's Thompson again missing.
He just couldn't shake loose. He had the defender draped all over him.
Howard kicks to Williams. Again, the Hornets score.
He had no problem knocking down that shot. And a little more damage inflicted on another defensive lapse.
Here is Livingston. Shoots from 12. It's Thompson off the drive. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. Thompson's got 27 points.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
And Stevenson kicks to Williams. Charlotte moving the ball around. There's the bucket. Good. And that's now 10 points for Al Jefferson.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
Over in the corner, Chandler. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one.
Boy, the defense just backing off, begging him to take that shot.
Here's Jefferson. Chandler with the block. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. He's got 29 points.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
He sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
Howard, the pass to Stevenson. Jefferson dishes to Howard. Three-pointer. And another 3 for Charlotte.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
For 3.
Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Livingston kicks to Chandler. Here is Livingston.
Sean Livingston last season played really well for the Nets. He backed up Darren Williams, who was dealing with injuries, and also started for much of the year, helping keep the team afloat.
And Livingston at 6'7", possesses rare size for the point guard spot. He uses his length defensively He's able to play off his man and still has the ability to challenge shots and contest shots. So he's a smart, talented basketball player.
Boy, he's just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Kevin Durant's checked in for Draymond Green. Klay Thompson comes in for Barnes. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And he does it as well as anyone. Tremendous skill in the air.
And there's Chandler. That's good on the assist by Curry. 20 points for Tyson Chandler.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
And Livingston, a reluctant long-range shooter, but aside from that, Steve, able to do a lot of things to help you win.
Yeah, I love this guy. I mean, stat sheet stuffer. He fills up a box score in every category, the length, the versatility, the unselfishness, and the defensive awareness as well.
And it's Stevenson missing.
You know, even against defense as tight as that, you expect him to bury those.
I don't know. I mean, we've seen him hit those in the past, but like you said, the defender was on him like glue. It would have been quite a bucket.
High post, Howard. Chandler on him. Here's Jefferson. Howard, the pass to Jefferson. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Outside Curry. Dishes to Thompson. Plenty of space. The shot is off. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Here's Cole. And it's off from three-point range. Warriors trail by 19. For 3, Durant. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Williams with a clean look. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Williams has got 22.
What a nice feed. And that assist gives him a triple-double. That's my kind of player. Versatile as baking soda. Multi-uses, multi-dimensions. He can do it all.
Timeout called the Warriors. Big part of why the Hornets were able to improve so much last year is they had an identity. And Steve, a veteran presence on the team. That goes a long way.
Well, they've had talent for quite some time, but without direction, it's not easy to make anything of it. I just think getting Al Jefferson in the middle kind of tied all those pieces together.
Thompson for the triple. It's rebounded by Jefferson.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
And for the Hornets, you know, hey, they had some low points in the season, but they still found a way to rally around each other and not let things spiral south like they had in the past. Kudos to them for showing that kind of result.
Hornets leading by 19 points. The dish to Howard. Chandler with the defensive effort.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And they're going to have to continue that pace, Clark, because they're down, and anytime you're losing, you got to take advantage of every offensive opportunity you have.
Shooting for Golden State.
Well, one of the dynamics for this Bobcats team last year was they had a lot of veteran presence, so they're able to deal with adversity, get through that in advance, and I thought that really helped band this team together last year, and they went on to make the postseason.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
Well, it's been 4 years now since the new ownership group took over in Golden State, and I think they've got to be proud of how they've turned this organization around in a short time. 2 straight trips to the playoffs. That actually equaled their total over the previous 20 seasons.
Well, that just adds to what's probably an already insurmountable lead. I think they'll be walking out of here with a pretty easy victory.
Steve, I think that's a given.
Here's the screen. Off the pick. Here's Chandler. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Chandler's got 12 now in this quarter. Hornets leading by 17. Howard drives in. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Good! And the Warrior ownership group bought the team for a then-record $450 million back in 2010. But the team was recently valued, Steve, at $800 million.
Well, some of that is winning, some of that is the new CBA, but regardless, I mean, they've doubled their season ticket base to over 14,000, and they've actually cut it off there. There's a waiting list now to buy season tickets.
And the Warriors with some changes. Green, he's checked in for Durant. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Passes it to Thompson. Fires the three. Al Jefferson grabs the miss. Jefferson's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. The Hornets shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense.
Well, what we saw here tonight is one team just had everything going for it and the other didn't. Huge margin of victory for the Hornets.
You know, Clark, when you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shoot.
So you said it all there, Kevin. They were lethal from behind the arc.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for Howard. There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double for his efforts. Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Offensive rebound. Livingston dishes to Chandler. Livingston kicks to Barnes. Here's Chandler. The shot no good. Good D by Howard. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Green with the rebound. Warriors shooting really well. 54% from the floor. Here's Barnes, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
The Hornets shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late. Here's Howard. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
Well, the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way their home team played here today.
And they shouldn't be pleased. I mean, it's a very well-deserved win, Steve. They came into this building and weren't intimidated at all. They were the aggressors.
No good there. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And so now we'll go down to Doris Burke, who's standing by live with our Jordan Player of the Game. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Dwight, what a terrific performance, both scoring and rebounding the basketball. What enabled you to have such a major impact tonight?
Just thank God, that I'm healthy and I'm able to do all the things I can do on the floor because of him. So my objective tonight was just to come out and win.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke.
The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Tonight we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Houston Rockets at
Rockets here at home in this Western. Conference matchup live here in Houston. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. It'll be the Thunder off the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Thunder. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Perkins. And it's Anthony in at the power forwards position. Russell Westbrook, maybe the most athletic and explosive point guard ever to play in the NBA. As some people would say, what about you?
Well, you know, it's hard to say ever. But Russell Westbrook clearly plays with the kind of ferocity that I've not seen at the point guard position. The only guy that comes to mind is probably Derrick Rose prior to his injury. I think Westbrook's aggression, powering through contact, probably gives him. He plays almost angry.
A lot of torque.
A lot of torque. I mean, it's something to behold. I've not quite seen a guy at the point guard spot bring that kind of athleticism and speed and tenacity to the position.
Well, I like how you mentioned Rose because I would agree, and that's a great way to kind of figure out where he is when Rose is healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
The pre-injured Rose
He was right in that same category.
Got it. Here's Paul. Up and in on the layup. Paul's got 5 points so far.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it. How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
To the inside and stolen by Perkins. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And Westbrook throws it down hard. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
For Houston, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Adrian. Here's Jones. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
Well, playing in the West can be a grind, and that's what was impressive about where the Rockets ended up. They didn't rely on their bench a whole lot. They really rode their starters.
He hits the second from the line. As you said, Clark, Rockets did well against the rest of the conference and really didn't have a deep rotation.
Usually that can catch up to a team, but the Rockets starters were able to stay healthy and log big minutes last year, and it's why they nabbed that 4th seed in the West.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, a bit ago, Kevin McHale and I were able to catch up. We talked about their strategy on how to contain Russell Westbrook, and he told me that Russell's at his best in the open floor. To counteract that, they'll try to make sure they get back on defense in a hurry and limit his chances to get out in transition and start setting up his teammates or throwing down dunks. Neither is a good option for them.
Thanks again, Doris. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Inside, here's Adrian, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Here's Paul, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Jones, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
You know, I think he's hoping to kind of get his teammates going a little bit, fellas.
Anthony drives in. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Monty Eunice is checked in for Jeff Adrian. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Thunder.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
It's tipped. Oh, trying for it. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And the Rockets making a change here. Covington's checked in. The three from Anthony. That's good. Anthony's got 6.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
If you just look at the numbers, you are not seeing the real impact of Kendrick Perkins. He is just this mountain at the rim as a protector of the paint. And it really makes it hard for opponents to get easy shots because of his presence.
Johnson, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Now here's Jones. And there's the feed to Paul. George against Ariza. Paul with the 3, and another 3 for Houston. You know, Steve, with Perkins, the defense at the rim might be the best thing he brings to the table. He is a solid defensive player for sure all around, but his ability to make life miserable on inside shots is special.
Well, I think he's one of the elite low-post defenders in the league. You know, when he has to go against the big scorers down on the block, whether it's Tim Duncan or Hibbert, he does as good a job as anybody because of his strength and his intelligence, just understanding what he's facing night in and night out.
Now, here's Ariza. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Left side, George. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Outside, Westbrook takes a 3, and the shot is good. Westbrook's got 15 points.
The defense has done very little to slow him down so far.
And the wide open shot from Paul. The Rockets with another miss. The Thunder leading by 10. Paul with the steal. A solo fast break. Good.
Now that's a momentum shifter there. A steal leading straight to a quick bucket.
Yeah, great way to capitalize on the turnover. Can't waste any time. Get the ball up the floor.
Shot's good by Anthony.
These teams don't look like they belong on the same court today.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous to have a double-digit lead this early.
Paul against Westbrook. Paul goes in. It's Ariza on the wing. The shot is off. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. This one for 3. The rebound by Johnson. Rockets trail by 11. Here's Harden on the wing. Off the left rim and out.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
Rockets have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Paul goes in, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Paul's got 10 points in the game.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
It's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
They couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
Kicks it out to Harden. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists in the game. The Thunder leading by 12, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this, for his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And he wasn't really a flashy passer like a lot of the great playmakers you think of, but just always in control. Kind of an old school game, but one that was tremendously successful over the course of his almost 2 decades with the Utah Jazz.
George, no good.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. but the defense stood tall there.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
Simply need to just stay the course, Kevin. That's it.
It's been a good course so far.
Yep. They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all. They've been able to score with ease.
Now a timeout called by Houston.